Hello students, so this is the second video on composition writing. Now in the previous video we have discussed on descriptive composition writing. So today our topic is narrative composition writing. Now for narrative composition writing you must need to keep this in mind always, that narrative composition writing you have to narrate something, right? You have to narrate an experience. There has to be sequence of actions. So you might feel that there is similarity between descriptive and narrative, but there is difference, and you need to always keep this in mind, that for descriptive composition you are describing a person, a place, or anything in detail. But here you are writing a composition where it feels like as if you are telling a story, you are narrating an events, and there has to be a sequence of actions, and it should be in chronologically, right? There has to be a sequence of actions and you must do it chronologically. That's very, very important. So for narrative composition, you must tell the reader as if you're narrating, telling a story. There has to be a series of events and present it chronologically. That's very, very important. Now another thing is that you must write it in first person, that is I. Keep this in mind. For narrative composition, incident, giving a setting and a background is very, very important. It should be an interesting one. Keep this in mind. Immediately you think of choosing a narrative composition, so you think about a setting, a background for your composition. Think about the characters, right? Development of the plot is very, very important in narrative composition. Dialogue, you have to give dialogue in narrative composition and create mood, laughter, kind of sad mood, suspense, anything. So these things keep in mind for narrative composition, which is must. That is, you give a setting, a background, talk about the incident, character, dialogue. Now as we all know, even for the descriptive as well, that there is this fixed rule which you need to follow. You must give a title. Again, it should be very catchy and appealing one. So you give a title, then give an introduction. Now in narrative composition, keep this in mind. For introduction, narrative composition, start with a statement. Now this will be clear when I will give you an example later. So keep this in mind. For introduction, statement has to be there. You begin with a kind of a statement which is very catchy and impressive one. So you begin with the statement and then the rest follow, that is body and conclusion. Now as usual, narrative composition, you must write in past tense. You add the sensory details which we have also discussed in descriptive. Talk about the sight and the sound with examples also. I have mentioned it. So you give sensory details, but only if it requires, according to the incident and the thing that you are narrating in a narrative composition. Now for example, let's see one example of narrative composition. For example, if you get a question like this: give an account of a time when you were sick at home or in the hospital. Now keep this in mind. If you get a question like something like this, give an account of a time, so it is, you have to give the account of that particular time when you were sick at home or in the hospital. So immediately you get a question on these, like account, you have to give an account kind of a thing. So you have to narrate that particular thing, that incident when you were sick at home or in the hospital. So immediately you fixed this in your mind, that this is a narrative composition, it's not a descriptive one. So after that you plan it out. As I always say, that for good composition you must plan it out. 15 minutes time you're getting, so you must plan it out. So immediately you think about the title. So you can give a title like this: an incident I would like to forget. So obviously nobody wants to remember that incident when you were sick and when you were in the hospital. So I felt like that if you could begin like this: an incident I would like to forget, or you can do any other title, it's up to you. Then you write the topic at the center and give a box, a square box kind of a thing. You write it and then you brainstorm and give write down the points on the basis of the four corners. You give arrows and you write down the things that your composition need to have. So immediately the first thing, it should be the title. Don't miss it, don't miss the title. Introduction should have a statement. So think of the statement, that how would you begin. Then you think that for narrative composition I have to give a setting, I have to give a background, right? Then you come to the next corner, then character. You think that how many characters you want in your narrative composition, who will be they, if you want to name it, give their name, uh, any relation. So characters, then dialogue, with whom you want to have this conversation. Obviously maybe with mother, because you are sick, so mother, father, then doctor in the hospital. So any dialogue with them, as in you're asking that how long it will take for you to recover, so something like that dialogue, you fix it. Then the mood, obviously you're in the hospital, so you'll be sad, so your feelings, so think about that. Then come to the next corner, so you narrate the experience of yours in the hospital, how you were spending your time there, right? So you think about that, the meeting with the doctors and the nurses. So everything has to be in a chronological order, as if you are telling your own personal story. That's very, very important. You are narrating your own personal experience, so it has to be in a chronological order. Your emotions connected with the incident, that's the most important thing for narrative composition. And then you give flashback, you how much now you are hating being in hospital, and when you were at home, you used to you didn't like home, basically, and now you are missing your home since you are there in the hospital. So any flashback things you can also put. Then slowly, this is a conclusion part. Then slowly how you were recovering the medications, and then your realization that how you need to take care of yourself, and how much you are missing your home, and how much you are missing your family. So this kind of a thing, as I always tell you, your conclusion should be very much interesting one, and it should end with some kind of a realization, and so that the reader might think that what it engages the reader. So end it with something like that. Now, taking up this topic only, you can begin like this, which I meant by saying statement. So you can give a statement like this: one may not wish to be sick or bedridden, still it is an experience. Unfortunately for me, I had such an experience last year. So you see, I have started with this kind of a statement. So you can also give, you need to give a statement in narrative composition, so you get good marks. So keep this in mind. For narrative composition, you are beginning with kind of a statement. So you begin like this, and then you go on. One evening I had some temperature and pain in the joints. The next morning I could not get up at all from the bed. So strictly you are coming to the main point. You are telling and explaining that what actually happened to you, right? So think about the characters also, which I said. You're fixing your setting, you're fixing your background. For the body, you can write like this: the same condition continued for 3 more days, so our family doctor and friend advised my parents to get me admitted to the hospital. After the formalities, I was taken into my ward and kept under strict observation. So you are giving characters. Now you stretch it on, you give them name, you add on, you can add more of your friends here in the body, and you continue following the chronological order of the actions. Then conclusion part, you can begin like this: somehow the medication began to work, and finally temperature came back to normal. I was advised to go home and take a long rest. What a relief that was from the boredom of the hospital after a fortnight's stay there. You can end it like this, and then you can add this, that how much you have missed your home, your family, something like this you can add. Just a realization kind of a thing. So I guess I hope you're clear with these things. You need to keep this components that need to be there for making a composition a narrative. Don't get confused, and be clear with your grammar and spelling. Don't do mistake in that. As I always tell you, be careful with your spellings. There shouldn't be any grammatical error. So keep practicing, then only your composition will be the best. So keep practicing, and you can uh, you can write a narrative composition on, suppose, something on topic like this. Let's take this title as a topic, that is an incident I would like to forget. So any incident you would like to forget, so you narrate that incident and you write it and you practice. So that can be your assignment for it. So you write it and you practice, right? So this much for today. Study well. Thank you.